Carson Bench went 5 for 5 on Sunday. Does he have a shot at Rookie of the Year? Pete Alonso won our last Rookie of the Year in 2019. DeGrom in 2014. Back-to-back Gooden in 84 and Strawberry in 83. John Matlack won in 1972 and Tom Terrific Seaver in 1967. At the moment, Sal Stewart on Cincinnati is probably leading the Rookie of the Year voting, at least amongst hitters. He does have better numbers than Benj. Benj is currently batting .265 with a .325 on base percentage and a .733 OPS. He has 9 doubles, a triple, and 7 homers. He's got 34 runs and 26 RBIs with 10 stolen bases. Sal Stewart is batting .251, 9 points lower, but has a .348 on base percentage. That's 23 points higher. An .802 OPS, which is 70 points higher. He's got 3 more doubles and 5 more home runs to Benj. They have about the same amount of runs scored, but Stewart has 14 more runs batted in. They both have 10 stolen bases. I think Benj needs to pick up his power numbers if he's going to beat Stewart. Not that I think he should change anything to do it. Just keep hitting the way he's hitting. But with those numbers, he's likely to lose out to Sal Stewart. It is Tuesday, June 9th, 2026. We're back home in Flushing, New York, and CITI-FIELD. About to play 3 games versus the Cardinals. I am the Mets head, talking all things New York Mets, with a preview of Order 66 versus St. Louis. If you enjoy my content, I ask that you please like and subscribe to the Mets head on YouTube, Facebook, TikTok, and Instagram. Here's a recap of Sunday's game. Benj led off the game with a single, followed by a double by Bichette, and a ground out by Soto brought Benj in to put us up 1-0. I would say it was good to see Mendy being flexible with his starting pitching Sunday. Manaya's numbers were okay against San Diego, but much better without Merrill, Machado, or Bogarts in the lineup. Those 2 are batting a combined .391 versus Manaya, but those same 3 were 0 for 5 versus Braziban. The Padres roster was also batting .067 versus Braziban. Of course, Braziban walked the first batter, caused partly by a clock violation. I don't know how that happened, but he ended up walking the second batter too. Luckily, he got a double play by France, and then a fly out by Machado to end the inning. Semien hit his second home run in as many days to lead off the second to put us up by 2. But then I was surprised to see Manaya start the second with Bogarts leading off. Bogarts, who's batting .412 against him. I felt that Mendy left Braziban in too long last time and pulled in too early this time. Of course, Bogarts got a single, but he didn't score. Benj led off the 5th with a single again, followed by a hit by Bichette and a Soto walk to load the bases. Young then singled to knock in Benj to make it 3-0. Then they brought in a lefty. If you would consider bringing in a lefty, why wouldn't you have brought in the lefty for Soto? There were already two men on base when Soto came up. They really brought in that lefty two batters too late to be really effective because you gave up another run. Ewing then hit two double play, but one run scored to make the score 4-0. Manaea gave up a single and a home run to Fermin with his second home run in as many days, his first two home runs of the season, cutting the lead in half. Then Tatis doubled, and Merrill lined out to Melendez, who made a diving catch. There's no way Soto makes that play. That's why I want to keep Soto at DH and put someone else in left. And then Tatis tried to steal third with two out and was thrown out. I'm really surprised Mendy left Manaea in to pitch that inning. The Padres loaded up on right-hand hitters, expecting Manaea to pitch, especially with an off day the next day. Then the Padres left the left-hander Matsui in, who gave up a home run to Melendez and Benj to put us up by 4 runs again. Raley came in and pitched the sixth to France, Machado, and Bogarts, all three right-hand hitters. Then Minter came in to face three more right-hand hitters in the seventh. Do we not have any righties? I know Warren was pitched the day before, so he was unavailable. But what about this guy Gerber? Why is he on the roster if you're not going to use him? When we're up by 4 runs in the sixth, and all right-hand hitters are up. Also, you brought up another guy for the minors who's a lefty. We already have enough lefties. You already have Minter and Raley as our short left-hand relievers. And you have Peterson, who's in the bullpen. Did you really need another lefty? It really baffles my mind why Myers is not on this team right now. I think it would have been great if we had Myers and or Kimbrel instead of these other guys they brought up for the minors who Mendoza is reluctant to use. Even with the 4-run lead in the middle of the game. In the eighth, Beatty led off with a walk. And 3 batters later, Benj tripled for his 5th hit of the game to put us up by 5 runs. Weaver then pitched the 8th, and Williams pitched the 9th. He gave up a walk and a double, and we won 7-3. Please bring Myers back up and have him at least ready to piggyback off of Peterson. I think Myers is much more integral to this team than any AAA pitcher that they're not going to use. And it'd be better if he just starts games. Leave Braziban and Moore into middle relief. But we won the game 7-3. But Benj went 5 for 5 with 3 runs and 2 RBIs. With a triple and a homer. Just a double shy of hitting for the cycle. Bo and Semien both went 2 for 5. Only Soto and Torrens went without a hit. We're now 29-36, 7 games under 500. Still last place in the NL East. We're at least 15 games behind Atlanta, who have the best record in the league. We're playing the Cardinals now, who have the opposite record. 35-28, 7 games over 500, where we're 7 games under. They are second in the NL Central, 5 games behind Milwaukee, and have the 6th best record in the major leagues. On the mound for the Mets will be 29-year-old right-hand pitcher Freddie Peralta from the Dominican Republic, who is 6'4", 198 pounds, originally signed by the Mariners as an international free agent back in 2013. He's pitched. This is his 9th year in the league, 213 games. He is 71-42 with a 3.59 ERA and about 1,200 strikeouts in 950 innings. Last year, he pitched in 33 games. He was 17-6 with a 2.70 ERA, 200 strikeouts and 175 innings with 66 walks. The Cardinals have a couple of dangerous batters in the lineup. Alec Burleson at first base is batting .290 with an .816 OPS. Jordan Walker's doing even better, batting .303 with a .922 OPS. He also has 16 homers and 10 stolen bases. He also looks like baby Godzilla. This week, Walker is batting .478 with a 1,200 OPS, and Burleson's batting .400 with an 1,100 OPS. They also have Newbar, who's batting .300 this week with an 1,100 OPS. Nelson Velasquez, .400 with a .955 OPS this week. Another Fermin, I wonder if he's related to the Fermin on San Diego. He's batting .400 this week, too. It looks like the Cardinals are starting 6 left-handed hitters today. Perhaps get Peterson ready if Peralta can't go long, but definitely have Rayleigh and Minter on deck. The current roster of Cardinals is batting .237 versus Peralta with a .645 OPS, which isn't bad. Ivan Herrera's 4 for 8 against him, hitting him the most. Burleson's only 4 for 21. Newtbar is 4 for 19, batting .211. On the mound for the Cardinals in Game 1 will be 28-year-old right-hand pitcher Dustin May from Justin, Texas. That reminds me of that wrestler, Justin Credible. I always love that name, Justin Credible. He is 6'6", 180 pounds. He's a skinny guy. May was drafted in the 3rd round by the Dodgers in 2016. Mickey Moniak was selected 1st overall. We took Justin Dunn at 19th overall. Reagan's was 30th. Will Smith, 32nd. And we took the polar bear, Pete Alonso, with the 59th pick that year. Bo Bichette was selected number 66. May was 5th in the Rookie of the Year voting in 2020, behind Devin Williams, who won it. And Luis Robert Jr. was 2nd in Rookie of the Year voting in the AL that year. May won a World Series with the Dodgers in 2020 and almost had another one last year, but he was traded to Boston at the trade deadline. This is his 7th year in the majors. He's pitched 83 games. He is 22-26 with a 3.99 ERA, 357 strikeouts in 390 innings with 132 walks. That's pretty good. Last year, he pitched in 25 games between the Dodgers and the Red Sox. He was 7-11 with a 4.96 ERA, 123 strikeouts in 132 innings with 56 walks. This year, he's pitched in 12 games. He is 3-6 with a 4.59 ERA, 60 strikeouts in 66 innings with 19 walks. The current Mets roster is batting .192 against him with a .592 OPS in 26 at-bats. My ideal lineup would have Ewing leading off. Spent 389 this week with an 873 OPS. He's also much better against righties than lefties. Then I bat Bichette second. He's batting 450 this week with an 1100 OPS. Then I bat Soto third, who's doing poorly this week, batting only 100. Soto is 2 for 11 against May with a double and 4 walks. Then I bat Young fourth. He's down to 291, batting 263 this week. And then I bat Benj fifth. Benj is batting 429 this week with a 1400 OPS. I mean, with those numbers, you can see why they want to lead him off. I got no problem with him leading off until Lindor comes back. But I just think Benj would be more suited to bat fifth and Ewing to bat first. But it's really no big deal at this point. Pat him 1 and 5 either way. Semien should bat sixth. He's cooled off, even though he's hit some home runs. He's 0 for 3 against May as well as Young. Then Matt Beatty seventh. He's 2 for 5 against May. Then I bat Melendez eighth and put him in left field. And Francisco Alvarez is back. Amazingly, after a torn meniscus, he should be out much longer. But he should bat ninth. Need to get his bat in the lineup and give Torrens a bit of a break. Torrens, I think, is better as a part-time player. And if you can get Alvarez going, that's a potent bat in the lineup. Let's make Alvarez's return a happy one. Let's go, Mets go. Until next time, I'm Juan Gan.